I do love Andy Mack, actually, so Andy Mack, if you watch this, I do love you. First time I met him, though, I asked for a cockroach sticker because he was ripping and he was sponsored by Cockroach. And I was like, can I have a sticker? He's like, no, man, these are for the kids. So I didn't get a cockroach sticker. Diss me. I was a kid. I was a better skater kid, so I couldn't have a sticker. Not really, I was just making small talk with him because he was ripping and I just wanted to start to know the guy. But basically he was just telling me, I don't want to get to know you. No sticker. If I learned how to juggle, though, we probably would have befriended each other quicker. I think juggling's good for hand-eye coordination for skateboarding. It's a good warm-up. We might juggle today. That's because I'm really bad with names, and I just think of a name to give him, you know. If I look at this guy right here, we call him the vert pillar of society. We call him Scissors, Big Miami, Miami Hopper, White Dog, Pierre Hewitt, Pedro, our friend Polar Bear, Greg Hassel, but what is his name? Oh, it's Brad Hassel. Oh, sorry, Brad. I don't even know your name. It's Polar Bear. When I first met him, he was asleep. We were at a concert, and he was asleep next to the Half Stacks. Full band playing. And I was like, man, you're like a polar bear. You just hibernating everywhere you go. My friend Wayne Czar, he's got a lot of nicknames. Man with head shaped like corn. All my friends have nicknames. Every single one of them. Kendall was like, why do you want this? And I was like, I want a job. And he was like, wrong answer. But I meant to tell him, and I told him later, like, I want an opportunity to put something into. Believe in me, I'll believe in it. I want a job. I want to work for something. I want to believe in something. That's a job, right? I mean, if I want a job, I'll work at Carl's Jr. NHS believed in me, and they said, let's do this, and now we're fucking the #1 selling board company out there. That's not just because of me, though. And everything works together because of all of us. I came up with the color Creature Green, though. That's all mine. I'm not rich, but I do have 2 lowriders now, and a Honda Accord 2012, and a minivan rental.
I was probably like 17 or something, and we saw like magic mushrooms like on the street for sale. Me and Todd bought some from the dude. We just ate the whole bag real quick, like ate a bunch of them. I didn't think they're gonna work though, you know, they're selling them on the street. So then we get to dinner and we're at this round table. It's like nice like lighting, all feng shuied out. All of a sudden I just look around across the table and Todd's got his ramen noodles and he's got his chopsticks and he's like, brings up his news, he's like, how's your worms, Zered? And then I like look at my thing and I just started tripping out and we just started laughing and everybody's like, what the fuck are you guys laughing at? And there was a video premiere that night and we got there like 3 hours early or something. So it was like really empty in there. So I was like tripping out and like when you're on mushrooms, like time goes by so much slower. Like you think like 5 minutes feels like 5 hours. So no one was showing up and I started getting all like bummed, like, dude, no one's showing up to our thing, like this sucks. But it had only been like 10 minutes since I've been there. And then I go upstairs to like the VIP section and like Eli Gesner, who started one of the starters of Zoo, was there and they were having like a business meeting with like the distributors. And I came in like, yeah, what's up guys? And he like grabs me and pulls me down and he's like, hey man, like if you're gonna wild out, like just go downstairs, like we're in a business meeting. I'm like, oh shit. And like I look at the guys and they're all in suits and stuff and I'm tripping and I'm just like, all right. And I walk downstairs and I'm like, all of a sudden like I see all of them start walking down the stairs. And then I was just like afraid of these dudes in the business suits, like they're bad, you know, in my head. So then they come up to me and they start introducing themselves to me and all I could hear was womp, 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 womp. And I'm like, couldn't hear anything, dude. They were just mumbo jumbo coming out. And I'm like shaking my head. And then I started really freaking out. I'm like, I gotta like get rid of these things. I gotta go in the bathroom and puke. Went into the bathroom and I couldn't get the little, like the door to lock. And I'm like looking at it so close, like trying to fit the thing in the thing. And I couldn't lock it. And then we all went outside. Me, you, and Todd, I think, went outside. And it started raining. Standing outside, like trying to dodge raindrops. It was retarded.
No, I didn't make it up. The only reason I'm Playboy Klein is because I went on a rap tour, even though I hate rap, except for Eazy-E and NWA. I was in a rap group called the Keeping It Real Crew, and I was Playboy Klein. That's actually it.
Did you write somewhere. Lyrics?
I don't have lyrics. I'm a hype man.
The dude who owned Silverstar had a gambling problem, as from what I was told, and lost it all. Had to sell the company, so we were all out. Silverstar was done at that time. Mike called me, yeah. He didn't tell me the reasons, he just had to sell it. We were done, had to sell it. He was gonna give me like $500 and no one else was gonna get any money and we were all done. That was it, end of story. He sold Silverstar and First Division. When I found out, I called the dude who he sold it to. I said, you don't realize, but I have the trademark to Silverstar. He never gave me the trademark for First Division, only Silverstar. So that's why you never saw those things. You did see it online. You saw like my boards, my Silverstar boards were online. All these boards were online because he had to sell the existing stock. Now, legally, could I have done anything about it, like to get percentage of that stuff? I have no idea. I always wanted to do it again, but it just didn't work out. I thought what would be fucking hilarious is if we talked about Julius. Jitmer, and how Jitmer got to be his name. Everything became Jitty Bolt. You know what I mean? A Jitty Bolt was a fucking U-turn.
Yeah, Andre, turn around, turn around. Get Soap's face. Get their faces, get their faces. Turn around, man. Shit.
The trip was like almost 3 weeks long. It was a really fun trip, man. It was one of the best times. We go to Houston, we go to Southside, we do the demo there, and we leave, and we're in this parking lot. Can I talk about weed and shit like that? Okay, all right. We wanted to buy some herb, and I think we're going to Arkansas on that. We went somewhere, that's when I met the Nuge. When Nuge was just a kid, he wasn't, you know what I mean, he wasn't the Nuge yet, Oklahoma, wherever, but we were on our way going that way. We're sitting in this parking lot, huge parking lot, it's just fucking like deserted, waiting for this call so we can get some weed, right? You know, because there's a bunch of burners in the van, we need to have our fix to go wherever we're going. You know, we're waiting, skating around. You know, I like to skate cars. I've skated cars and bumpers all the time. Now it's our van. Now Jitty left. I don't know where he was, so we're skating. I grind the back bumper of the van. He comes back and sees what we're doing. This is when he lost it. Like, he literally lost it. He fucking screams. He goes to the front seat to the driver, opens up, grabs his Walkman and slams it into the windshield. Like, slams it. Cracks the windshield from the inside, which honestly he got twice as mad that he did that. He got so mad that he walked away. We didn't see him for a half hour. I don't know how long, it was forever, you know what I mean? And we're just waiting to get some weed, having a good time, and dude, he lost it. Like, we finally broke him. He comes back a little while, he apologizes to us because he lost it, you know what I mean? He finally lost his cool, but he broke the windshield. That's just another thing that he's got to tell the boss man that we did to the van. I mean, we've already destroyed the shit of the van. The whole roof of the van was all bumps because we were kicking it one night when we were singing Jitty song, you know what I mean? I mean, KT and I had a fighting match for fun in there. Me and Andrew Curry had a fighting match. It was just ruckus in the van, just good time. This is what you're supposed to do when you're on a road trip. Just unfortunately, someone has to pay for the damage. Jitty had to talk to the boss man about all this damages and stuff like that, and he knew that he broke the windshield. There was no mark on the bumper, so there was really no problem with it. He just made it so much worse. And we still had, like, you know, a couple thousand miles to get home. You know, we weren't done. You can only take so much, especially when you got 9 dudes. It's not 9 kids, it's 9 men fucking, like, just totally ripping you, you know what I mean? Like, changing your name, making a creature out of you, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't know how he remembers the trip, but it's like one of my favorite trips that we've ever went on. And it's just a shame that someone always has to take the brunt of all the jokes. And unfortunately, Jitmer was the one who had to take it, man. But
I just found 400 grand in your attic.
If he's gonna steal anything, yeah, he should have stole a tooth, dude. Like, went to the dentist.